Good morning, everyone. Drones and coffee, welcome in. Uh, what is today? Oh, April 23rd. Yeah, wow. Almost April's almost gone. Seems like it was just yesterday we was getting ready for the meetup. It's come and gone already. Uh, Going toward next year. So I want to welcome everybody in. Great Summer crew there. Thank you, Chris. Let's see. Hot Rod. What's up, Hot Rod?
Morning.
Morning, morning.
The wind.
When, yeah, man. Well, I got up and I actually did a little sunrise flight with the Nano Plus just now, so it was kind of hanging.
Yesterday,
See, let's welcome in more Fisher. Believe it or not, was the first one. I don't know what he's doing up bright and early, but Chin Dynasty, sub 250. DeMarco was in the house. Barkley, thank you for coming in. Scotty, Jackrabbit, Facebook use. I'm not sure who that is. Joe Fotoleo, I'm sure Joe. Dave, Arizona Drone Dude. Welcome in. Hadn't heard from Dave a whole lot. Knowles. Jerry Bauer. John, Flying Flynn. Guys, if you hadn't been on, you want to hop on, there's links in the chat. Hey, don't be bashful. We'll even let Kai up in here. Welcome in, Kai. Mr. Photo Leo.
it's
Good
Joe.
morning.
Man, I heard you got a song going on about you now.
I guess so, yeah. I guess I do. I look forward to hearing it.
You're trying to sing your name there, brother. Smoke on the Water, I think it is.
Come on in here, Chris. Sing it for me.
He right. We catch him around Christmas time when he's wrapping them presents. I tell you what, he'll sing the whole song.
There you go.
Especially
Morning,
when he's got
Rod.
a couple of drinks in him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. He'll sing more than a couple notes there.
It's drones and it's monster, not coffee.
Drones and Monster this time of the morning.
He's getting a Jay Santiago welcome in. Who else is in? Mr. Al.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning,
What's
Al.
up?
Joe, how you doing? Hot
Good,
Rod,
my friend. How you doing?
Is it windy down there for you guys, Al? It's like
No,
windy
actually, I
as
just got
hell at the coast here.
No, actually, I just finished doing a job for the city of Margate. I did some flying over the downtown area for them,
Oh, wow.
and there was like no wind at all.
Weird. Up here in
Yeah.
Daytona, it's blowing in like 25 at the shore.
Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. Well, you're over by the beach there too.
It's definitely cooler everywhere. It seems like I know it's 52 degrees. Well, yeah, 50. No,
Yeah. Did you guys get rain last night, Al?
During the night, I don't think so. Everything was dry here
Okay.
this morning.
So that means that low pressure that went through. We got the rain last night, so that meant I guess the tail of the low pressure sort of went through us. So it stayed
Right.
north of you, so that's why you get the wind, and that's why we have a crap ton of wind because we're still on the tail end of the low.
Yeah, yesterday I flew over at the lighthouse, Hillsborough Lighthouse, and it was absolutely gorgeous there. There was no wind at all, which was nice for a change, especially flying over the water.
Yeah, it looked like you turned a circle there, bro. What you doing?
Yeah, no, I'm getting out of this parking lot. I had pulled over just so I can get onto
A bunch of right turns.
Yeah.
And I got crap falling out from under my sun visor.
Duranify, look, hey, Duranify, look, I expect a check. I'm not sure when it comes in the mail, but I'm just saying.
Just means he's not doing NASCAR, Joe. Otherwise, he'd only be doing lefts.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
he's bucking the system. That's all.
I had a friend back in high school days. This guy come in. He worked at a gas station. This guy come in. He was trying to get directions somewhere, and my buddy gave him directions right back to the gas station that he was at.
Oh, geez.
Come in, man, you son of a bitch. Made a whole bunch of right turns.
Walker says it's 43 degrees in Nashville. Wow, 43.
Yeah, we got 58, I think, this morning here, a little cooler than normal.
Last week I was.
Joe, I see you just pull off on the side of the road and fly anywhere now, huh? Is that your new?
That's nothing new.
I know.
I'll
I
find a
saw
spot.
your video, man. Hey, I was showing my son. We was out there flying. Well, he was trying to get his FPV that he hadn't flown in a year. Man, that thing was doing some weird shit. He got so aggravated. He said, "Man, I'm fixing to order the Avata or something."
Yeah.
I think by tonight he might have my daughter talked into it. So all he wanted to do was fly. I'm just saying, after a year building a house, man, he pulled everything out, and that's for some reason the drone was just like it was. I don't know. It was just bouncing up and down on, and he didn't really know what it's just one he built, but when he put it up, it was flying fine.
Yeah, maybe flight controller. Something,
I don't know,
something
but
wrong with the flight controller, I imagine.
he kind of finally realizes, even after doing that, hey, just pull something out of the box and fly it, and all that time. Yeah,
You gonna order you one too, Johnny?
it's possible.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
It's,
still,
it
I'm
probably-
still flying.
I could see the UPS guy driving up here with 2 Avatos. Just
Might as well save him the trip.
I don't have to go through the same buying system as he does.
Yeah.
I got a new toy, Joe.
Oh, nice.
The problem is no batteries.
No batteries.
I didn't expect it to come in. It was pre-ordered. They like shipped it the other day, and I was like, "Hey, I didn't even order the batteries and a battery charger for it."
What is it? Like a 2S or
4S. It's
4S.
the Gep RC Cine 20.
Cinelog
So-
20? Or, yeah.
Yeah. So even with the 4S battery, it's only like 200 grams.
Nice.
So yeah, now I got to learn how to actually fly. That's the problem.
Joe, what about you? I mean, do we see an Avata in your future?
You know what? Whenever Best Buy is able to sell it by itself, yeah, I'll get it. I think that's the side of the fence I'm going on. I ain't got $650 to drop, right off the clip. So whatever I guess going to be on Best Buy credit, but I think I'll get that Avata. Probably just by itself though, because I got the V2s, I got the controller.
You know what
I'll
doesn't
probably
exist
get a
in Best
Fly
Buy
More
in
also.
Florida? Anything. There are no DJI drones at Best Buy, like anywhere within like 100 and some miles of my house.
Wow.
Not one available to walk into the store and buy. Not one.
They have them on display, or do they just get rid of them altogether since of the
They have them on display, but
Yeah.
there's literally zero in stock. They'll ship it to your house. So I think they're just keeping them at the warehouses now.
Ronnie Bell,
I
good
went-
morning.
I went in there morning, Rodney. I went in there yesterday just to see what they had, and they had They had the Avata with the V2s. They had a Mavic 3 Classic with the RCN1. They had an Air 2S Fly More. They didn't have a lot in there. They
Yeah.
had, everything on display, but I think they had maybe 3 drones in the cases.
You know why they don't have any? They're all at Marcus's house.
That's probably true.
Marcus actually got his Steamy yesterday. Well, he got it late yesterday evening, so he hadn't flown it, but it did come in at the version. What's that? The little mini version 2, or whatever they calling that thing. He come in pretty quick from where did he get it? AliExpress. So
Sweet.
Stuff is coming from AliExpress a lot quicker now. I order stuff, and it comes like the next week. I get it.
yeah,
Pretty
he
good.
got it. I think he ordered that drone maybe the Wednesday. It took maybe I don't know, from that Wednesday to yesterday, but 8-9 days.
I need to order a spare Avata after that incident that I had last weekend. Just so I have one, an extra one, in case I crash into a tree or whatever, like I did with Brad.
So Brad flew you about it, right, Ron?
Yeah. He had a blast.
Yeah.
I flew Michael Wright's. It was a lot of fun.
The motion controller is, you just got to try it, and you really got to play with it.
I don't like it.
Joe's giving it down. Thumbs
Yeah.
down.
I don't like
Just
it.
means you'll never fly an F-22 it
Nope,
doesn't
I
have 2
probably will
sticks.
not.
because it doesn't have 2 sticks.
Yeah.
Al,
Guys,
you
I'm
going
gonna
in?
jump off because I gotta do some work here this morning. So I
Okay.
shall see everyone. I'll see you Wednesday, Johnny. Right?
Yep. Got you and who we have Wednesday? God, I can't even remember.
Okay.
I don't have my sheet right here. I'll send you the link. Yeah, Wednesday.
You
Wednesday
got it, bud.
afternoon. Get you on the show.
All right, everybody. Have a great day.
See you, Al. Good seeing you, man.
Take care, guys.
So, Joe, you doing some flying today?
Yeah, I was gonna go to work. I've been doing some painting the inside of a lady's house, and Friday I kind of was stretching on the ladder a little bit too far and pulled something in my back. So I took yesterday off, took a muscle relaxer, slept a lot of the day, and planned on going over there today, but back still hurts. So I'll take the day off. It's cloudy right now. I'll fly if it doesn't rain, but kind kind of gloomy right now.
Yeah, I did a little flying yesterday evening. Did a little, been flying a Nano Plus a little bit, flew a Light Plus, just kind of changed up a little bit.
It's pretty cloudy. Got the sun trying to peek through over there, but
Yeah, probably.
I'll tell you what,
kinda gloomy.
of course, Hot Rod, I know you like the Altels, and I'll tell you what, the Light Plus is a really, really nice drone.
The Light Plus is a really nice drone. Although I didn't put it up this morning because of the wind. Wind, I'm sure it would have handled it. It was just one of those. I wanted to fly my Evo 2 Pro, the big pumpkin, because I knew it would sit there. It was kind of funny. I had a couple of people walk by me on the beach, and they went, "Wow, that thing's not even moving up there." I'm like, "Yep,
Yeah.
I'm flying that one because 25 mile-an-hour wind," and it looks at it and goes, "Okay, I don't care."
Yeah, you can see tonight. I did a little hyper there, and I mean that's the basketball arena right across the street here from my house, and it's good. It's fun flying. The Light Plus. Now I know they did. I know Ron Brown said something about the Nano Plus. They did an update, and the tracking was. I don't know what. Well, he said better, but I know I tried it yesterday with my granddaughters on the e-bike, and no, it wasn't. I don't know. The drone was doing some funny things, so. I'm gonna have to retry it, or either to me make it worse than it was.
You know what I got to say about tracking? It's a gimmick. Other than people showing one video to go, oh, here I'm doing tracking. How many videos do you have that people were doing tracking and not talking about tracking, but using the tracking to do the videos?
Well, it's
Hot
agree.
Rod.
Hey,
Hey, good morning. I disagree with Hot Rod.
This a family rated show.
I use tracking all the time on my boat, and the profile works the best. And if you have somebody you're pulling behind it, it is amazing, man. It works really well. Hi, Chris Hope.
Mr. Hope.
Mr. Hope. Good show, my
Chris
friend.
Hope.
Thank you for having me, Johnny. Appreciate it.
Good live stream there, Mr. Hope.
I've been
Real good.
There we go.
Buddy.
It's funny. I got good signal on my iPad today, but it don't want to work. All I see is Johnny.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. He's not moving.
Well, out to 4. I mean, I'm just saying that's probably the one you want to see.
Now I see myself, so
You hear all of us?
that's not.
Do you hear?
That's not pleasant. Yep, I hear you fine. Can y'all hear
Hey,
me?
Hot Rod. The Air 2S was able to track me at 38 miles an hour on my boat consistently doing a lateral flight.
Okay. No, there are definitely
Okay.
use cases for it. I just don't see a lot of people posting videos where, hey, I'm using tracking all this, kind of thing. So
I used a lot in spotlight mode, where I would just, I would still, do the flying myself, like chasing boats or whatever, and it works real well to keep that subject locked on.
yeah, the spotlight is the thing that makes the most sense to me. And
The spotlight is money. It works real well.
It does.
That's the one thing on the Avata that I absolutely think is the killer feature is head tracking. So yesterday I was again flying around all the surfers, and with head tracking on, man, you can just look and the drone can go wherever, and you can keep that freaking camera right on top of them. Which
That's
makes it great.
amazing.
And what exactly is a head tracking, Rob? I mean,
So wherever you look with the goggles is where the drone is going to point the camera and look. The drone. So if you're like flying forward and you look
Right.
left, the drone is going to turn left, but it's still going to keep flying forward in order to keep the camera on whatever you're looking
yeah,
at.
that's pretty
Mhm.
neat.
Yeah,
They have those on the
like,
G2s, or is it only on the
It's
is it on the Avata with the G2s, or is it with the
goggles
YouTube.
and the Integra, both
And the
Integra.
tracking.
yeah?
Because
Okay.
it's got the inertial whatever in the goggles,
Gyro or whatever.
the gyro. Yeah, there you go.
you know what I think of it as like if you ever watch an Apache helicopter moving that Gatling gun around.
Oh yeah. It's
Whenever
pretty
he moves his
identical.
head, that Gatling gun is tracking.
Jonathan Jackson, welcome in.
So
Hey,
consider
Bill.
you shooting that gun every time. You know what I mean? Head tracking. That is so cool.
So if you're flying stuff that's got a lot of action, fast moving, things moving around with the head tracking, you know, when you're trying to fly, right? It's like, okay, trying to keep the camera on the targets can be a challenge.
Yeah,
Or the head tracking, it's just like, okay, just look.
Lance got his 3 days ago. Said he hadn't tried that, but hey, get out there and try it.
Hey, Hot Rod, did you put a video together on how to use head tracking? That's probably something useful for
You know, few people have done that, but I can probably do one. So
that sounds like something worth experimenting with for sure.
yeah, like I said, it works great for what I do with the surfers.
Chris, you sent some cool weather over here this morning, man.
It changed overnight, didn't it?
Man, I was gonna actually sit out there on the porch and do the stream, but I tell you what, it's pretty chilly.
Yeah, it's I knew they said it was coming, but man,
Hey, but the weather's beautiful. I'll tell you that, man.
but it's cloudy here. I think
We did.
it's probably all the sun I'll see today. I think, according to the weatherman, the next 4 days is supposed to rain here.
We did 3 sacks of crawfish yesterday evening, man. It was nice.
Yeah, there's storms between Dallas and Houston right now, and there's looking at the radar thing. Houston's going to get a bunch of rain here today, later on.
It looks like it's like it's here. It's going to be here soon.
Yeah,
I've got my garden almost planted. I'm going to plant probably about 3 rows of okra here in a little bit, and hopefully
Congratulations, Chris.
it'll rain on it, and that'll be the end of it.
And now I know where to come get some okra for my gumbo.
That's what I'm
there
hoping.
you go.
Hoping.
As you can
I
see,
love-
the water temperature is warmer than the air here. 102 in here and 44 degrees outside. So it's perfect for hot tubbing. All right, I'll
yeah.
stop bragging. I'm going to drop Johnny. Thank you for having me, man.
All right.
Y'all take care. Have a great morning. Good to talk to you all. Chris,
All right,
Good
Al.
to see you.
See you later, Al.
Hot Rod, Johnny. Bye-bye.
Prayers to you, Al.
the water must not be too cold here. There were a couple of kids actually out playing in the waves this morning.
Oh, kids, it don't matter. It don't matter to kids. They'll get in.
Nah.
Yeah. Been doing any flying, Chris, or are you still working a lot?
You know, I missed 2 weeks of live streams due to work. I worked yesterday, got off at 1, and I'm actually off today. First day off in about 6 weeks, so I'm going to enjoy today. Mowed yesterday. I think I'll go home and weed eat here in a little bit.
Yeah, I got all mine done. I think Thursday, so I'm good for another. I guess week. Barkley, what's up, Barkley? Yeah,
You should go fishing.
I'm
I
about.
thought
to
about
post
it, and I may do it. I may go down. I got a pond down there at the house. I may just go do that this after lunch.
Captain Ray's on a boat right now. He just sent me a picture. They out. They going fishing. I think
Big surprise.
he doesn't
Come
have
on. Everybody knows why you go fishing. You don't go fishing to catch the fish. You go fishing to drink the beer.
Well, he don't drink any beer.
Good morning, Joe.
Rodney
Come on,
Bell.
Chris. Let's hear that song, man. How's it go?
Joe Fotalio. Come on and fly your drone. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm working on it, man.
Yeah, my mom's name was in Billy Joel song, Mama Leone.
Mama Leone.
Good tune.
It's my real last name for those who
And,
don't know. It's
scenes from an Italian restaurant.
Yeah. Is that restaurant still in New York?
I don't know. Billy
I
Joel.
know it's my mom and dad years ago before I was born. They were in New York and they went to Mama Leone's and they told the waiter their last name was their last name was Leone and you know what a gorny is? It's like an Italian horn, so little red, looks like a chili pepper.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's like for good luck, but you have to be given one. You can't just buy one for yourself.
Oh,
So
wait.
they told the waiter, they told the waiter their last name was Leone, and they were like, oh my God, like we got royalty here, whatever, And he went and took the little gorny off his rearview mirror from his car and gave it to my mom, and I have it now to this day.
We got another Texan in here. We'll let me let this guy in.
Howdy, folks.
Hey, Kai.
Oh, you brought the run in.
Yeah, well,
We're really going to even out the
Well,
cages
you
now.
let you in,
What's up, Mr. Kai?
not you.
No, I'm about a foot shorter you, but 2 foot taller than Johnny, so that makes you 3 foot taller than
Yeah,
Johnny.
but I've grown taller since I met Kai. I just want to tell him next time he's gonna be in trouble.
I've shrunk.
On high heels doesn't mean that you grew.
He gonna come down there in them stilts that they use to hang and tape bed sheetrock with, Kai.
I might not be as tall as that sucker with those on.
You're gonna laugh, but I was going to a haunted house in the Houston area a couple of years ago, and there was a guy running around out in the parking lot, and you could tell he wasn't stilts, but we were about the
Rodney,
same
goodbye.
height.
Have a great day.
And now he had this withered costume on. Well, we go through a haunted house. I come back out, and this little guy comes up to me, about Johnny's size. I'm like,
What?
And he's like, "Yeah, I'm the guy on stilts." He was 5'3" on 2 foot stilts. We're about the same height.
Wow.
We're gonna let Barkley stand on side of you. He's pretty tall.
God, I saw a guy in the airport once, walking into the bathroom, and his shoulder, not his head was gonna smack the freaking wall. His shoulder was just about as high as the freaking door. He had to duck to get in the door.
Wow.
And I don't mean
Casey
duck a
goes,
little.
man.
I don't mean duck a little. I mean duck a lot. That guy must have been 7'8" to 7'10", somewhere, or maybe. Yeah, he was tall.
Yeah, Joe and I stayed in the room. It's like, man, we're almost exactly the same size. We like together. We're like maybe, I don't know, 10 feet. You know, no,
I'm about 5'6" with my good shoes on.
yeah, probably 5'5". So
I went to school with a guy who had dwarfism. He was only like 3'5" or 3'6".
oh wow. My dad was only like about probably maybe 4'11", maybe 5. You know,
Wow.
yeah, he was short. His nickname Shorty. So hey,
My mom's 5'2", my dad was 6'4". And my wife, I'm 6'3", and my wife is 5'4", 11. So yeah.
so Kai, what you been flying down there?
I've just been sticking to my FPV stuff, you know. Most recently got the Darwin FPV Cineape. And I like that little thing, but it's walks now.
So you still going to the Chris Waters School of Flying? Is that you're still enrolled?
Chris Waters School of Flying.
Yeah.
No, my equipment can't handle that.
Let me duck, Johnny.
Kai, when's your next meetup out there?
Was that May 20th, I believe.
May 20th.
Let me see here.
Try to make it out there.
Yeah.
Joe, how far are you away from there?
3 hours.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You just gotta get up early.
Oh, that's not a problem.
Do you fly that wing much? I see in the background.
Flew it a couple times. The black one is the one that ended up in the water tower.
Happens.
And the white one is getting converted to walks now right now. And I've got the little Zod Drift in pieces right there that I'm trying to fit a flight controller into.
Yeah, I think the first guy I saw flying a wing, one of those flying wings, it was a white one. I don't know, it had red lights or something. Shelby Vole. He has a pretty big channel. I like watching him fly the wings. God damn, that guy is. I don't know how. The weird part about the wings is you can fly it right side up and upside down, and it's the exact same.
John, thank
Yeah,
you.
those are neat. You seen the videos where there's like there was one. I don't know if it was Shelby's. I think Shelby was flying a wing, but then there was a drone chasing like 4 wings that were all lit up.
Through a barn?
No, it's out in a parking lot, like out in a big strip center parking lot at night. There's like 4 wings that are lit up different colors.
Oh, that would be cool.
Troy,
Uh,
welcome in Big Water.
I can't think of the channel name. It's a bigger channel name. I just can't think of it right now.
Anyways, the wings are interesting to watch.
The wings are.
Kai, have you
No,
flown the Avata at all?
Yeah, I've flown it.
Okay, I didn't know if you. I figured you had.
I wonder if Max has got a wing.
Flies
Somebody
like
needs-
a brick.
Max
Really?
Air?
Yeah, Max has got that. He's got the RC plane and stuff. I wonder if he's got
Mark's,
a wing.
yeah, Max has a shitload of wings, fixed wing planes.
No, not fixed wing. A wing, like what's on the wall back there.
He does have one. Yeah, I think
Got you.
he had something in a hotel, but that was a little bitty old thing. But I think he's got some.
I still got that big glider over there too. That I need to do something with 8-foot span on that thing.
Holy crumba.
Damn.
Flat, okay.
Expensive.
Yeah, but I'm running too many other projects like this one right here.
I get it, dude. And
Yeah,
FPV is
that
doing-
random's little long range that's in a million pieces again.
FPV's got as expensive as a regular camera drone.
Yeah. Yep, they have.
Well,
They-
that's
they-
the
they
thing.
gotten-
a
they
lot
gotten
of parts
expensive.
pieces. Yeah, Matt Barkley says, yeah, he does have a ton of fixed wings.
They should bring one to the South Florida meetup.
He did.
Did he?
Yeah, you didn't go to Dolman Park?
Mm-mm.
I hadn't had the heart to show to Dad yet, but if you look at this, you'll see there's a little bit of a problem here.
Yeah.
It's a little toasty.
I see that.
Didn't pass the smoke test, did it?
Believe it or not, the damn thing flew.
It's a hot flight.
The quad flew just fine. I tore it apart to put new motors on it, and then I find this.
Add a little soldering, no problem.
No, that one is. I'm getting a replacement today.
Yeah, Rod, Max had his fixed wing down at Dolman Park on the Sunday after the meet, and had like, I think 6 drones at one time chasing him.
Yeah, and that's
There's
more
been
of an
videos on
RC. Yeah, that's more of an RC plane. I'm saying more of the wing, like the wing
Like
wing
that's behind Kai. Gotcha.
that's behind Kai. That.
Yeah.
The same thing Shelby flies a lot, right? Just that flat wing.
Gotcha.
That,
Yeah.
that was fun, man. And then watch some of them videos now, Joe. It seems like it looks like there was a lot more videos. I mean, drones chasing it than when we were there live. You know, you didn't realize because I guess that your eyes, a lot of eyes was fixed on a plane. You know,
Right.
at one time I think they had 6 up.
I enjoy flying that VTOL, that OMP Hobby ZMO VTOL. Now, that thing's a lot of fun. There's a little V-tail on it.
They yeah, spin up right at the end. Last time it was spin up, that guy had put up that VTOL right. I think when we were all kind of packing up, or actually knocked Matty out the sky when he turned that thing on. Yeah, guys, and I don't know if Matt's dad is in a hospital, so keep him in your thoughts. And I mean, he's having some tests run. I don't think he can get results till Monday morning. So I know he was in the hospital a few weeks ago and had a little bout with something, and he's back in. So I hadn't talked to Matty. I texted him last night. So Yellow Rose drones. I see my chase video goes live, and then you'll see Joe Fuller trying to make me out of take me out of the air. Joe, was you trying to do that?
I was not trying to do that. I promise you that.
Not on purpose, huh?
And not on purpose. I was getting after it, but yeah, you know, it's hard. I mean, it's hard to see the other drones in the air when you're trying to chase that plane, especially if you're above it and you got a black drone against, you know, dark trees.
Kai, you hitting the buy button on Nevada here? What you doing?
That's a nice.
You know,
That's a nice That's a nice little thing.
That's the VTOL. I enjoy that thing.
Wow, 69 mile an hour. Yeah, that looks like that'd be a blast.
$899. There you go, Chris Hope. Loan that man $900.
Yeah.
Now it
right
just
there
needs
on
an
it.
03 air unit.
That's pretty neat. It's fun. I mean, watching Max, man, you know, kind of a different. I did a little video of Matt's. Max is, you know, working his sticks, man. I tell you what, there's a lot of movement going on there.
Constant adjustments.
Yep. He flies that thing inverted, and I tell you what, he did all kinds of stuff. Barkley says, yeah, get 3 of those. There you go. Yeah, I don't know about that, Barkley. Kai, what about spin up? He's got it all set.
Yep.
October.
Already got a room booked. But he picked the most expensive weekend in Austin to have this.
What do they have going on that week? I mean, what's it?
Formula One.
Wow.
Oh, no wonder the room rates are so.
So that room, I
outrageous.
mean, that room rate is kind of what it is right now.
If you can, go on Airbnb. I found a guest house for $230 for the weekend.
Or use points if you have hotel points.
I don't know. That's $400 something a night.
Steep.
Well, he is going to go talk to the hotels and set up some block, but it's Formula One weekend.
Yeah, I used to fly to Chicago for a customer all the time, and man, you knew when something was in town at the convention center or something because the room rates went from like 170 to 200 to like $400 or $500 a night.
You know what else that means?
Flight's
Kai?
going to
Every
be hard to
restaurant-
get too.
Every good restaurant in Austin is going to be covered up.
Oh, for sure. That's the NASCAR week here in Daytona. It's
Yeah, that's
nuts.
a big deal in Austin. It's huge. Huge deal. It's fun to go to.
Yeah, because that's I don't man.
I can't even afford going there anymore. It's $500 for the weekend general pass, and that's not even including seats. That's just getting on the grounds.
Oh, really? Wow.
Maybe one of those where I'd have to get up early and drive down.
Yeah, good morning.
You gotta
Have you taught him
I'm
how
gonna
to
roll
fly
out with
yet,
him.
Joe?
Huh?
Have you taught him how to fly yet? I
Who,
he
the
can
dog?
fly. Yeah.
Hey
That's a
Chris,
girl.
that's Joe Paulio.
Yeah, yo, Papa Leo. That's Lola. I'll tell you what, my 9-year-old, man, she can fly manual real well in the simulator. I've let her play in my DRL sim. She's good.
Really?
She's good. I want to get her a little indoor whoop or something, you know, to play with and fly, you know, inside. But she does well.
Get the Avata, then you have the
Exactly.
goggles, and then find like that little Cine 20 that I
There
got
you go, Joe.
with the
Yeah.
air unit.
Hey,
Yeah,
what's-
I'd let her fly my Avata for sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Go out in a field or
I'm going to roll
Stay
out
inside,
Chinese
whatever.
planner.
All right, Chris. Thanks for jumping in.
Yep. See you
Hey,
guys.
Chris.
See you later.
Take care, man.
Hey, let me know when you coming down to San Marcos. I'll come up there. We'll catch up.
I'll holler at you, Kai.
You just starting to meet up. Did you do them over the winter, or you just kind of starting them back up?
We've done some, but it's mostly weather issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the last meetup here in April, when the first ones got there in the morning, it was still foggy. And the weather is just getting so unpredictable over the winter months, it's not even worth it.
Yeah. Michael Wright comes down to yours sometime, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came to the March one to try out all his equipment before he went to Florida.
Yeah, Mike had a few drones. Because we all did, I guess. Well, I mean, I had,
Had a suitcase full, didn't he?
yeah, I think he had 4.
The weather's definitely changing because I read we're going into El Nino instead of La Nina, which is what we've had for the last couple of years out in the Pacific. So we're definitely going to see some weather pattern changes.
I hope the hurricanes change.
Yeah, I forget what that means. Whether they're going to go up or down with El Nino versus La Nina.
Jeff Norman, welcome in. I see Jeff in here. 9-5. Yeah,
And then
it was fun, man. It was, and Joe and I was talking, and Hot Rod, you was at the meetups, and I think that the first year, everybody that flew FPV, of course, we only had probably 25 or 30 people there. Everybody was analog. Then the second year had a few digital, and then this past year, I don't think there was one analog drone that hit the sky.
Yeah.
I mean, so hey, things are changing.
Well, I think a lot of
I see Jim Stroning here in the chat. He did a video recently to the convoy theme. It's a pretty cool clip. If you get a chance, you want to watch it.
Jim droning.
Morning, Jim.
Stroning, yeah.
Let's see here. Maybe I can. If I can, maybe I can pull it up here. Don't mind. Which one is it, Kai?
Jim Stroning.
Yeah, I know. I mean, what video?
Convoy.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. Let's see here. Jim is okay. I'm sure it's okay to play it.
Yeah, you might want to be careful with the sound because
I'll just mute it. This is Convoy Davada.
I believe it's
Yep. Oh wow. Tell you what, Davada, I mean, I will say, just watching them fly and watching people fly, everybody really, brags and has fun with it. I mean, I know even the Mavic 3, people say different little things and different drones, but man, you hardly speak, hardly anybody says anything negative about this Avata.
They just need to add the goggles and motion controller to the Mini 3 Pro and the Mavic 3. God,
that'd be pretty cool.
It'd make a huge difference.
People will crash the Mavic 3 and Mini 3 left and right.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah,
all of a sudden they think they're going to have to punch every gap there is.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And
we all know how that's going to end.
Right.
Yeah, and
you
I'm
got to be in
like,
sport mode, so you're
Rod, the same thing you said about tracking is kind of like what I feel about maybe trying to fly a Mini 3 or a Mavic with goggles. I mean, it's really, I don't know if there's any need for that, but hey, I'm like Kai, you're gonna see a little gap and you want to go through there, and you're talking about a whole different drone.
What's the one thing everybody complains about outside? And why they go, oh, you got to get the RC Pro or you got to get the RC, right? Because of brightness and being able to see. Well, you don't have that problem inside the goggles.
Yeah.
But you also don't have line of sight.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So yeah, there's Right now, the goggles too have a major fitting problem.
Mr. Lockwood.
What's up, Ron?
Morning. How you guys doing?
Morning.
Actually, I was just reading yesterday. DTI has got a new set of foam that's coming for the goggles too. That
$35.
Wow.
yeah,
Actually, iFlight come out was a foam too, and it's a lot cheaper. It's like $14.
I think that's what I paid for my V2 foam. It was like $13-14, something like that on Amazon.
yeah. I would have said
Holy-
an aftermarket
holy
something.
zip.
I noticed yesterday on my goggles around the nose piece that it's actually cracked. And I think that's from installing the freaking cover for the goggles. Anyways, so I got a new set coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna share the screen.
Johnny, I'm gonna jump off here. My daughter wants me to go get donuts. So I'll be watching.
All right.
Rod, Kyle, Ron,
So
Johnny, everybody in the chat. Good seeing you.
Thank you, Joe.
Yep. Y'all have a good week.
What you got, Kyle? Okay, I'm sorry. There we go.
there's the foam that iFlight is coming out with, and there's two different ones. You got the narrow that
Right.
has more padding under the eye, so that would bring up the bottom of the goggle some, and the wider one, which they say the wide one is for Asian and the narrow is for American and European. And it's $14 for that. So, and yes, I've got one on order.
That's okay. So it's two different ones. Okay, gotcha. Mr. Lockwood, what's up?
Oh, just I'll take a day and just do some practice with the cameras and the drone.
You don't need any damn practice.
Do the deer mind the drone?
I really haven't flown it around them. But what I've been spending a lot of time at the last couple of days is my Osmo Action 3. I'll tell you what, that is a great little camera. I really like it. Just testing out the 4K 120. Does a nice job.
Ron, what you need to do is fly down here, grab my bike, and ride it back home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a sweet looking bike. Why you selling it?
I just hadn't. I don't really want to do the big trips anymore like we've been doing, and I'm just gonna get something. I really want an Indian Scout. Gonna scale down a little bit, something a little bigger, maybe do a couple night trips. Little short distance trips, and just don't ride. I mean, I got 6,400 miles with the 17, so I went to Sturgis the first year I got it, and with the house being built the last year, I mean, I cleaned it. That thing was dusty. But,
yeah.
I've been riding since I was, I guess 15 years old, and I got that little Super Cub, and if I get that little Indian Scout, but yeah, it's a beautiful bike. I mean, it's got a lot.
Yeah, it looks great shape.
Yeah.
I bet half the bikes that come to Daytona Bike Week come on trailers.
Yeah. Well, you
And they
can't
just ride them. They ride them here. They don't ride them from.
but you can't buy one of them pins, Rod, that said I rode it, just like Sturgis. You gotta get
What I
one.
really like about your bike, though, is the fact that you can't see the training wheels.
Well, I didn't take no pictures where you can see them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You probably have those hideaway ones that hide in the bags.
Yeah, the landing
Yeah,
gear,
fold
they come when you're pulling in a gas station. They come.
Yeah.
Hey, they do have them for the gold wings. But
Hey, if anybody in the chat or you guys know or see of, I'm looking for, I guess maybe you would call it like a chest mounted waterproof camera bag of some kind. Something small just for one single little camera. I'm looking all over YouTube and Amazon. I'm just having a tough time finding something.
like an action type camera, or
No, it's for my one Sony camera.
I got you. Yeah.
I found a something to do on my last day in Alaska. I have about 20 hours free time and about a 4-hour drive. But on my way back up to Anchorage, I found a place to go out on a jet ski. It's a 60-mile round trip tour, and I'm going to take my 360 camera and my Osmo Action, which are both waterproof. But I'd like to take the Sony, but just you don't know whether it's going to be pouring down rain or water splashing up on you, and I don't want to take a risk with that camera unless I have something that's waterproof. But I'd like to get something to mount right on my chest, almost like a.
Hey, Ron.
Ron,
Call B&H photo and see and talk to those guys and see if they have one or whether they know of somebody that does it. That would probably be the place that would know.
They make a bag that holds a phone. I know my kids have it. That's probably too small.
But B&H or Autorama, either one of those would probably be a good place to just call and go, hey guys, you got something like this?
All right, Mr. Skyfire, thanks for joining. Have a great Sunday. So, Ron, you been doing any flying or doing a lot of working? What you got going on?
I've been working nonstop, just trying to save up money for these trips. I got one to Canada and then come home for 4 or 5 days, then leave for Alaska.
Yeah, you like Alaska, man. That was some beautiful. That's some.
Yeah, it should be pretty cool. I touched base with Jake Sloan, and he said to get a hold of him. He's pretty close to Anchorage, so I'm gonna try and maybe see if I can meet up with him and see if he has any recommendations on good places to fly. I'm sure he does. He lives up there.
Yeah, Michael Blade, Captain Joe, welcome in.
Jonathan Jackson, there, the comment you have up on the screen. That's an interesting point, right? They came out with those apps for the phones to pick up the whole remote ID thing. It's like, how come the DJI Fly app doesn't pick it up as well? Because it'd be kind of useful to know, oh yeah, so somebody else is around here, right?
Well, if you use is it one of those? Is it not air data? Doesn't it say the pilot's nearby or something?
It might, and I don't know if it does in the. That's a good question. The Before You Fly app. That's the one I use.
Yeah,
the link approvals.
And it does show, but
I think so.
Captain Joe and I one day were looking at it, and I guess I was picking up him, and he was picking up mine, but hey, we're all chugging along toward that September 16th date, and everybody's, it is what it is. And if you fly legally and fly like you're supposed to, I don't think it'll be a problem. But we're actually gonna have Vic Moss and Ryan on, and I think on May the 3rd. So maybe we'll catch up with them on the latest and what's happening with that.
Johnny, have you seen much as far as advertisement on where to get any kind of a device?
No, Ken Herron had something about it just a couple. It's been a few months ago now, and that was a bigger. I don't say a bigger unit, but a very expensive unit. But it's going to be. There are going to be many, I guess, companies that make some kind of little module. I guess.
Right. Maybe it's just a matter of time. In a couple months, you'll start advertising them.
Yeah, it's getting close, so we'll see.
Yeah,
I need one.
I guess you put the GPS unit or whatever on it. It's going to be something similar, I would guess, or the guys, or I hate to say they're the ones that I don't say they're going to have more problem with it, but they have drones that they may at least the camera drones. Most of the new ones now is going to have it. So, but and then hey, who's going to police this stuff? And I don't know, I don't really know about it.
I think the drone sales are going down. Everybody is kind of holding back to see what exactly happens with this remote ID thing.
Well, yeah, no, what it is, it's you know, like a lot of people say, well, if they make it too difficult to fly, I just won't fly. Well, I don't know. You know, if you do things like you're supposed to, maybe you won't have a problem. But hey, we'll see.
Yeah. Rod, what's the latest on down here in Florida? I saw where DeSantis is trying to ban, or has it happened? If you're a commercial operator of any kind with a 107, that you can't use DJI or hotel drones.
No, that was only for state government agencies, and that went into effect.
Oh,
So,
did?
Yeah. So yeah, they all got grounded.
Wow.
Yeah, that, and I think there's 3 states now that have done that. As far as you know,
As a guy who worked in the Intel at the end of my military career, the part that everybody seems to kind of miss about this stuff is this. And Johnny, you know where I work, so I deal with companies that are over there in China. And
Right.
here's the gigantic security risk, Ron. There might not be anything in that software today. Obviously, there's not. A lot of people have kind of looked at it. The problem is the CCP can come in and tell them to put something in that firmware that would do some serious hurt, and there's not a damn thing DJI would do about it, because Frank would wind up dead in a ditch somewhere if he told him no. And that is the security risk. It's not like the U.S. The U.S. government could go in and talk to a big business and tell them blah, 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 and the big business can flip them the bird, right? And go get a judge to make me do that. In China, it ain't that way. If the government comes in and tells them to do something, you're doing it, or you'll wind up in the goulash. and that's the security risk. That's the gigantic security risk. If we go to war, we get in a war over Taiwan.
right?
I'm telling you, dollars to donuts, they will make DJI and Autel and all the rest of them put some shit into that software that ain't nobody gonna like.
Let's see. Jeff.
And I get it ain't there today, but that's the risk. What are you gonna do? Wait till we go to war and they do it, and then ban them?
Jeff Norman sent us. There's just a little time lapse. Let me run this. Here we go. Wow, that's pretty neat.
But the other part of that, Ron, and I will say this, they're not going to care about us as the consumers, right? They're all going to care about sort of hacking government agencies. Of course, they're trying to hack our government. We're trying to hack their government.
But Rod,
it goes on every day.
Rod, the way I understand that was if it's bought with state funds. And so if a little local fire department bought their own DJI stuff and all, they can fly it themselves, right? I mean, is that?
No, nothing that is state, county, government agency.
I mean, they have departments here that's private. I'm gonna say private. They're just.
If they're not funded by the government, then yeah, they can do whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had an interview with some fire chief down there, how disappointed he was with everything.
Well, here's the bottom line: who's going to take their place? I mean, what drone's going to take their place?
Yeah, and that's really the problem, right?
I mean, if they tell you can't buy a red truck, well, that's different. You can buy, you still can get a nice truck, but they tell you don't fly a DJI, and I'm not, hey. It's the best of what they do, and who's going to take their place? Skydio,
Parrot, probably.
Sony, the Air Peak. I mean, that thing popped on the scene, and you really haven't heard a lot about it at all. I mean, the Avata can be used like maybe before you serve a search warrant and stuff, around the area. So there's a lot of safety in those drones.
You know what they can use?
What's that?
You know what they can use?
What's that?
FPV drones.
Yeah, and they see it.
100%. They can just fly an FPV drone.
Yeah.
Actually, somebody tried to get a warrant based on drone footage, and they didn't get it.
Well, and it's interesting you say, Kai, that because our police chief here, we're personal friends, whatever, but I said, Edwin, why don't y'all? And he's, there's a, he was saying he, of course, inquired about it, and there's a company that has to, store the footage and make sure everything's done legal. And if you obtain something that, they're probably going to throw it out of court, which is kind of crazy, but how that is. I mean, the criminals have more rights than the people, and it's kind of aggravating to me, but but it could, I think, if you serve a search warrant, buzz over the house and see who's milling around. And
a lot of the SWAT teams and stuff are using drones like that to go in
right
for intel to not get people shot.
Right.
Yeah, no, there was a case where the guy had some junk vehicles in his backyard.
Oh,
but
yeah.
They couldn't be seen from the road because he had a privacy fence all the way around.
Yep, right there.
So the city decided to go up with a drone and take pictures of that and try to find him. And no go.
Huh.
Yeah, I remember that story.
That's crazy, though.
What's interesting, I wonder if it would have made a difference if it was like a sheriff helicopter who happened to just go by. I guess you don't need the drone footage there because the sheriff flying the helicopter could go, yep, I saw it. So it's verbal instead of a video.
Yeah, well, I think, hey, listen, we got a house right around the corner here. I'll tell you this thing, that they live in it, but the city's been fighting people for years, but hey, you know what? If you're saving, I don't really care what his backyard looks. Of course, the front yard looks pretty shitty too. But hey, if you could save a life by buzzing around a few minutes and seeing, what's before you serve a search warrant or something, hey, that's
100%. Yeah. Like that little Cine Whoop, right? That little Cine 20 thing that I got, right? That little teeny tiny thing, sending something like that in. Or even the SWAT teams, because they'll send them up to the windows and look in the windows to try to get intel when in standoffs and things like that.
How many stories lately we hear, those cops, that's the biggest thing, that they get ambushed when they serving a warrant, or either.
Yep.
So
anyways,
you got that little KFRC. I bought this little Darwin FPV thing here not too long ago, and I love this thing.
Stuff like that for the cops is great.
And that thing is dead quiet.
But will they be able to use a set of goggles or something made in China? That's the
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of getting crazy, about all that stuff. But listen, I know it's
gonna get worse. I'm telling you.
This thing is HD, so you can hook it up to a TV.
All right. All right, guys, we've been on right at an hour. I think I'm gonna end this, and I got a few things to go do, and I want to thank y'all for joining in. Kai, it's good to see you. Kai, hadn't seen you in
I'm going to do a shameless plug while I'm here.
Absolutely.
It's Tuesday live stream on my channel, and I've got a package coming in from Proc tomorrow.
All right.
It's remote ID related.
Yay.
Good.
Okay.
Now, Kai, you've been doing your show regular, or have you?
Yeah. Every Tuesday, 5:30 Central.
Yeah. Well, we got you on the drone guide. Hey, y'all tune in to Kai and Ron. I know you still, you're on actively in the chats there, so we appreciate it. Hi, Rob. Thank you for joining in this morning. And guys, y'all have a great Sunday.
All right, Johnny. Thanks for having me. And
go fly.
Great day.
Yeah, get out there and fly a little bit.
Take care.
Take care now. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.